After all I have done to protect myself and my family, I have finally contracted COVID 19 because of dumbass motherfuckers. I have not been this fucking mad in a very long time. First of all, I'm fully vaccinated. I've gotten the booster shot and I feel fine. I tested positive earlier today and I haven't felt any ill effects, no fever, uh, no vomiting, no loss of smell or taste, anything like that. Shit, I went outside, and if you fuck with me for real, I'm still in my fight camp, still trying to get in better cardiovascular shape. Went outside and ran slash walked my half mile. I've done my strength training. I feel great. I contracted it from my daughter, and she feels great. But she got it at school, where masks are only strongly recommended. Now, I'm not going to say the name of the school or the school district or anything like that because I don't want any undue pressure coming down on my daughter or anything like that. Motherfuckers try to mistreat my daughter because of something I say. Y'all probably won't see me on this motherfucker for some years. Let's just put it like that. But I'm doing this. I need to speak out on this in general. I was hesitant to do this. See, my daughter tested positive earlier in the week. Okay. I was enraged then because I held my baby in my arms and my baby cried. Cried, 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 cried. Because she was scared. She's seen the news. Over 800,000 people dead. She got a father who's a student of history, former history teacher, reads every day. I've explained to her how this virus has wiped out more people in a couple of years than wars like the Civil War. There's killed more Americans than Vietnam War. Shit, you name it. And so my baby just cried in my arms. And I was mad as a motherfucker. Because I'm her father. And it's not just my job to provide for my family. It's a father's job to protect his family. And it's the first time in my baby's life that I couldn't protect her from something. I did my best. Again, she's fully vaccinated. My son is fully vaccinated. Shit, he was exposed first. We got a email saying that he was in close contact with somebody with it, but he tested negative, thankfully. And my kids wear their masks at school, even though others around them don't wear them. My baby spent a whole year out of school because we had a virtual option. My son was cool with it. You know what I'm saying? He has autism. Y'all fuck with me for real, free. Y'all know that. So he was fine here. Me and my wife, well educated. We love him. We made that work. My daughter, she was fine academically, still all A's. You know what I'm saying? But she loves school. She wanted to be there. But again, because it's my job to protect my children, I kept them at the house. Okay. We haven't been on a vacation. We haven't been out to eat as a family this entire pandemic. You know what I'm saying? We've been very, very, very careful. But my baby get to that school, a place that by law I must send her, a place that is supposed to keep your baby safe at school. Now, y'all know I am an education advocate as a former teacher, and my mother taught for over 40 years. Got a father-in-law who was a superintendent. Okay. My mother-in-law was a early education teacher. My sister is a professor at Jackson State. I come from teaching. Okay. My hashtag pay teachers 100 grand needs to be viral. And in some of these states that got different cost of living shit, adjust that shit for inflation. I ride for teachers. So I ain't just saying coming down on teachers and coming down on the school system, shit like that. But real is real. Okay. That's part of the reason I think teachers should be paid handsomely. Because not only are they supposed to educate our children, shit, they got to keep our babies safe. And in these schools, in these school districts that are playing politics with this pandemic, our kids are not safe. Schools and school districts that are not following science when it comes to COVID-19, our kids are not safe. So I'm saying right now, those of us who are intelligent, those of us that are smart, those of us that are knowledgeable. See, it's a difference between being smart and knowledgeable now. See, smart, you got the ability to think, but knowledgeable means you actually got some knowledge base behind you. You're well read, or uh, uh you watch credible sources. You listen to credible sources. Okay, so you now you can think and like you're filling yourself up with actual credible information. See, there's a lot of motherfuckers that can think, but they're getting their information from the wrong sources. So now they're thinking all this bullshit. Well, I'm telling you right now, those of us who are both smart and knowledgeable, we need to be louder than these dumbass motherfuckers out here who are spreading all this misinformation about COVID-19 because these dumbass motherfuckers are affecting lives. Even before my baby contracted it and before I contracted it, that shit had already affected my family. My wife lost her uncle to this shit. First person to pass away in her mother's clan. So her mother's generation, the group of brothers and sisters that they had, the first one of them to leave this earth died from COVID-19. Couldn't even have a fucking funeral. Think of that trauma. Think of that. Lose your first sibling, and due to the nature of the pandemic, couldn't even say your last goodbye. It already touched my family. I got hella members of my family that have already had it. Weren't being as careful as I've been uh, in my clan, but they've had it. And thankfully, they didn't pass away. Thankfully, they didn't get real sick. Went on the ventilator, no shit like that. But they've had it. But I can tell you, I done everything right. Y'all are the only motherfuckers in the public that been seeing my face since March of 2020. Because when I'm up out this bitch, that mask on. You know what I'm talking about? I go in Walmart, that mask on. You know what I'm talking about? When I've been to the mall and I just now started back venturing in some of these motherfucking places. 2020, I wasn't going nowhere. You understand? No fucking well. Fuck what the CDC was telling me. Okay. Common damn sense was telling me whatever the CDC say, I was gonna do more than that shit. Okay. If the CDC said wash your hands, I'm scrubbing them motherfuckers. If the CDC said wear a mask, I was wearing 2 of them motherfuckers. If the CDC said stay at home, I locked the motherfucking door. My young boys will tell you, they used to come over to my house, play the video game, and you know what I'm saying, I chop it up with them and mentor them and shit like that. I ain't seen my boys since 2020. I haven't seen my boys. They'll tell you. They say, oh, well, coach don't play about that. Motherfucking right. So this is the thing about this situation we're in. I see dumb motherfuckers in leadership positions, so-called leadership positions, because they ain't no fucking leaders. Let's just call them government officials. Because if they were real leaders, they wouldn't be saying the fuck shit they be saying. So I've seen dumbass motherfuckers in an official position saying shit like Magic Johnson had HIV and nobody shut down anything. That's because you couldn't get Magic couldn't spread HIV just through the fucking air. Somebody spread COVID to my baby just by being near her and talking to her, sneezing around her or something. My baby gave it to me just by being around me and talking to her father. She's 10. So of course she still want to come and jump on her daddy and say, hey, daddy, and hug her daddy and all that kind of shit. Magic Johnson got HIV by fucking numerous women without using a rubber. How the fuck you gonna compare that shit to how COVID spreads? I saw a motherfucker say, the other one in one of these so-called leaders, people die of cancer. So many people die of cancer every year, and nobody's wearing masks or shutting things down because of that. Motherfucker, you're not getting cancer by breathing next to somebody. Unless you secondhand getting some of that secondhand smoking shit like that. Maybe getting lung cancer like that or some kind of shit. Okay. The shit's not comparable. The shit's not comparable. This shit is spreading just by being near folks and breathing the same air as them. But we don't want to do what's necessary. Now I don't want to say we. I don't want to besmirch y'all real ones out there. These dumb motherfuckers don't want to do what's necessary to protect not only themselves, but to protect others. These dumb motherfuckers out here that went so far as to say, I saw one lady, and this is when I was like, I got to go ahead and say something. Because the dumb motherfuckers too loud. Some lady that went to a damn school board meeting and said if they issued a mask mandate, she was going to get a bunch of other folks and they were going to bring guns to the school if they dare try to put her kids in some masks. You got to be motherfucking kidding me. Now, if that wasn't bad enough, when she said that shit, all the folks told her was that her time was up. They ain't tell her, ma'am. They should have came and slapped them cuffs on her motherfucking ass right then, but nobody did that. Let my yellow ass go up to my baby's school board meeting and take my motherfucking AR-15. Cause see, these dumb motherfuckers act like they the only ones with guns. Like us real motherfuckers ain't got guns here. Let me take my AR-15 to the fucking school board meeting. Them motherfuckers gonna think it's the second coming of Malcolm X or Huey P. Newton. They gonna be scared. I bet you my motherfucking ass won't just be told, your time is up. Shit, they gonna try to give my ass some time. That's what they gonna do, goddamn it. Okay? So I ain't do no shit like that. I ain't threatening to go shoot up my baby's school. I ain't threatening to kill the motherfucking superintendent. So I sent an email to the district, and I'm hoping that some changes will be made. To be quite honest, I'm not that optimistic. Because again, in the school district my babies go, are in, the school my babies go to, uh, it's one of those places where masks are a political statement in this area. When I go to Walmart, you can see it. You can see the split. I'm in Mississippi, okay? So in Mississippi, like 90% of white folks Republican and 90% of black folks Democrat. And so like you walk in that bitch, it's like a political statement. You can see who voted for who by who got the fucking mask on damn near. It's that fucking crazy. But we talking science. We're talking science. Motherfuckers can't tell me why if the masks don't work. Why in the hell do surgeons wear masks in surgery? I haven't seen anything on that. If if somebody was about to have surgery, let's say you were having surgery and you didn't have to go under anesthesia, so you awake, you know what I'm saying? And you saw the doctor in there operating on you without a mask on, and something went wrong, you got infected, you gonna sue the shit out them motherfuckers. Rightly so. Rightly so. I've had some of my youngins in the healthcare field. I want y'all to chime in. Y'all hit your coach up. Hit me up. Tell me, is it something I'm missing? Do y'all just go in there when y'all been in surgery and y'all don't have shit on? Y'all don't scrub in and do all that shit on Grey's Anatomy, that shit cap, huh? You know what I'm saying? Because masks and shit don't work. What the fuck are motherfuckers doing there? They just in there wearing that shit for their comfort, I guess, or just to feel good or play doc. They trying to play dress up, huh? This is fucking stupid, bro. This pandemic should have fucking been over. Again, student of history. I look back on the pandemic of 1918, which they call the Spanish flu, which was bullshit. That shit started over here. But part of reading that shit spread, we had a fucking world war going on. So you had men going overseas to fight, had that shit. The president of the United States, Woodrow Wilson, didn't give a fuck about the flu spread and shit. You trying to win the war. Let the men go over there in a goddamn way. We got a world war going on right now. They didn't have a virtual option for school back then. They didn't have a work from home option and shit where you can motherfuckers who got these jobs, you just working on a computer, you can do your shit remotely. They didn't have those options back then. We got that now. They didn't have mRNA technology back then where they can goddamn create a vaccine more quickly than in years past. They didn't have that back then. This shit should have been over. But it's because the dumb motherfuckers are louder than the smart motherfuckers that this shit persists. Well, I'm telling y'all right now, my daughter better stay all right. My daughter better stay all right. My family better stay all right. Because like I told the motherfuckers in that email I sent, shit, I got people in my family who I'm responsible for who have underlying conditions. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, COVID might not affect people like me that much. You know what I'm saying? Not only am I fully vaccinated, shit, work out all the time. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have diabetes and shit like that. So, yeah, I might be straight, but what about those in my family with high blood pressure? What about those in my family, cancer survivors? You know what I'm saying? Maybe they see these dumb motherfuckers, these dumb people. They don't give a fuck about others, obviously. They don't give a fuck about the elderly in their family. They don't give a fuck about the people in their family with high blood pressure, diabetes, and other underlying conditions. They don't give a fuck. They like shit. They selfish. With the real folk, I'm telling you, we must be louder than these dumb motherfuckers. We must be just as forceful. No, fuck that. We must be more forceful than these dumb motherfuckers because they trying to take over this country. Y'all saw it on January 6th last year. That shit going on every damn day on social media or in state houses around the country, in school board meetings around the country. It's a fucking coup every day by dumb motherfuckers. And I'm telling y'all, real ones, we gotta stand up and be loud and more forceful than these dumbass motherfuckers. Our families' lives depend on it. You understand? And I will reiterate, my family better stay all right. Because if not, I'm not going to give a fuck. I'm not going to give a fuck. And that shit real. And if you don't like that, unsubscribe from my shit and never come back. Because obviously, you must be one of those dumb motherfuckers. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.